Hey guys, it's Liv here. I'm bringing you guys today our Week 4 BBR game. We're taking on Ogilvina, coach of the Miami Mence. Now, if you guys enjoy, of course, leave a like down below. Comment, subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let's get right into things. So, one of the first things I do want to mention real quick going into this game was, elephant in the room real quick. I'm not using my team builder slides this week because of the fact that they take a long time to edit on a new draft, and I'm replacing everything besides one mon, as you guys saw. For next week. You guys already know our draft for next week. I just don't feel like doing the team builder sides over twice. So for this week, we're doing it on Showdown for the builder, which is why we have the PNG matchup again, like we did for week 1 of GDL. But I just wanted to mention that real quick because obviously this is different from the norm. If you guys have seen any other content on my channel, you know that we have very different team builder slides for the rest of our season. So I just want to mention that real quick. Another reason this is different as well is because we're playing with the draft mid-season, of course, which we haven't done that in a while. But I mean, I'll take that. We haven't subbed in. I can't remember the last time we subbed in for anyone, to be honest, on a YouTube league at least. But yeah, so we're doing that. This was a really rough matchup, I will say. I think this version of the team was really bad. The version of it before was worse, to be fair, but this version of the team was still really bad. Not to say that my version of the team was good, but it's not as bad at least. And I think that at least is a good thing. But yeah, no, this team really isn't that good. It has a lot of glaring holes, as you can see. For one, we really don't have good Kingdra switch-ins. Our only Kingdra switch-in is Slow King, and that's only a switch-in if he doesn't bring Sniper. If you bring Sniper Kingdra, I'm kind of fucked. Another big issue with this team is that despite having Gengar and Sneasel, we're fairly weak to Reuniclus, in my opinion. We just really struggle to break it because Reuni can easily run a barrier to counter one of those two, and if I only bring one, then I'm kind of screwed over, so I kind of need to bring both, which is unfortunate, of course, because there's definitely not a great matchup for Gengar, but it's not awful, I guess. Another thing as well would be the fact that, at the very least, with the rain, stuff like Kingdra becomes a lot more problematic for my offense, like ROTOM-HEAT, that otherwise is really good here. So, definitely a few things to keep in mind, I guess, this matchup. In general, there's a lot of mods that I could honestly bring. I could bring pretty much anything besides... Actually, I could bring pretty much anything this game. There's justifiable reason to bring any mod on this roster. For example, Tangela is a not bad Zarude check, which is helpful. Runerigus is nice because we could always T-Spike stuff, and for example, if it's a regen Reuniclus, or potentially Silvally even, we can T-Spike, and that's really huge. Or even just sub Kingdra to stop it from getting up a sub and then going for Focus Energy Sniper. Sneasel's really good for obvious reasons. Slowking's good for obvious reasons. Licky is not bad this game for potentially like wishing up Melmetal and ROTOM-HEAT. Kadabra with the Sash could be a nice sunny day option to get rid of Rain if I ever really need to in a dire emergency. So we have merit for like everything this game, I would say. Which is very, I will say, especially for a team this bad, though I think arguably that might contribute into why it's possible. But usually in teams that aren't really that good, you struggle to find even like 6 mods to bring. But I think this team had an issue of everything could come, but nothing did exceptionally well besides like 1 or 2 mods. So you'll definitely notice that a lot in this build. We brought a lot of really whack sets. That's partially also because I had to outsource this week. Shoutouts to Illusion for helping run by the team with me. I did still contribute some stuff to it, but Illusion definitely helped with the majority of the team, so I don't want to take credit for it. Illusion is a very good Paladin, very, very good battler as well. Easily one of the best builders that I know, despite also being one of the most scuffed builders I know, which does contribute a lot into how the team looks. So I won't hold off any longer. First up on the team, we have Katarina, our Slow King, with Ice Beam, Psychic, Scald, and Zap Cannon. You might be wondering why Zap Cannon, but his only switch into Zap Cannon actually in the team is Zarude, which would love getting Guarantee Paired, and Sunfisk, which is never switching on Slow King anyway. So having Zap Cannon is actually not bad. If we look at Slow King's other electric coverage, Slow King literally only has Zap Cannon, so it is sort of the only option that we have there. But it is still really free, and the Guarantee Para is not something to be messed with. I didn't want to run Thunderwave because obviously that gets invalidated by any sort of sub-mods like Sub Kingdra, for example, or like even a Sub SD or Nasty Plot Toxicroak, potentially. Though to be fair, on Toxicroak, I'd rather just click Psychic, unless if it's a situation where I'm predicting a switch. But regardless, though, it is still there to not get fucked over by substitutes. Psychic is really good for stuff like Toxicroak, of course. The Ice Beam is really good to pressure Zarude on the switch-in as well, and then Scald, especially if it's boosted by Rain, is going to do a ton of damage while also getting potential burns. So Slow King's really just here as a potential Kingdra check, as well as also a really nice Toxicroak check. Regen will help it get a lot of those HP points back to actually check these mons. The 156 special attack was 2 KO Zarude with Ice Beam, which I thought was very important because Zarude is a really free switch on Slowking. And my biggest issue with the draft beforehand in this matchup was Zarude getting a free pivot on me every time and then you checking out into something like Kingdra to break me. So I felt like it was always a losing battle there, but luckily having Ice Beam at least does pressure it a bit. Next up on the team, we have Menma, our Gengar. We have Cassiber, mainly to just stop Sneak to Blade from picking me off as easily. We have Destiny Ball, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, and Thunder. 220 speed, this should creep Zarude. I really didn't need much for this. I just figured creep Zarude, that's simple enough. Throw the rest in Viz Def because it just helped take Sneak better. Really simple set. Next up, we have our Melmetal with Earthquake, Double Iron Bash, Thunder Punch, and Thunder Wave. So one thing that I felt like I could really pull off with this was getting off Quick Claw Thunder Waves. Thunder Wave, especially this game, as just pairing the team in general is huge for us. Stops things like Kingdra from being as threatening, because if Kingdra is paired, especially if it's a bulkier Kingdra, ROTOM-HEAT will probably outpace it. On top of also stuff like Sneasel will be able to clean a lot easier late game, which I'll get into that in a bit. So Quick Claw Thunder Wave I thought was huge. 140 in attack should 2 kill pretty much everything on the roster besides like Vizdef to Blade. Earthquake is really good, especially for checking to Blade and also Stunfisk, so that way we don't have to get paired by Static. I do anticipate that Stunfisk fully well will be the Melmetal check, which is why I have Earthquake. Thunder Punch is great to Oko Pelipper, so that way I can't keep Rain up. So yeah, in general, I do think that the coverage hits really well. Thunder Wave is really nice. The bulk in general helps us take hits like Kingdra after Ox guaranteed, even in the rain. It helps us take hits from stuff like Deblade. We can 1v1 it, even if it has close combat. So that's huge in my opinion. So yeah, this is really good just win con for us in my opinion. But even then, it can just break for us and let ROTOM-HEAT be the win con. Either way, though, this is a very good mon this matchup. I definitely overlooked it, to be honest. On my initial version of the team, I didn't even bring it because I definitely underestimated how bulky this was. And I was like, okay, well, Kingdra's just going to Oko because of that low speed F. But it really does take hits really well. So I decided to go with it. Quick Claw also, it would be really funny if this pops. If it pops Quick Claw even once this game, I don't care if it's useless or not, I'm throwing it in the thumbnail. Next up, we have is Elf Yamada, our Sneasel, with Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, Knockoff, and Fake Out. Adamant Nature, because I figured that no way that Owen actually respects Adamant Sneasel and his speed creep for Zarude. He's just going to creep down to like ROTOM-HEAT with it if he brings it. So, figured just run Adamant max speed. Also, if we Thunder Wave it anyway, it won't really matter how much speed it is running, even if it is Scarf. He's only going to stay in anyway if he is Scarf Zarude to begin with, because otherwise he's risking me being Jolly and then doing a fuck ton with Crash, especially if I have an SD variant. Fake Out is good to stall rain turns, of course. Knockoff helps us do anything to Reuniclus. We should 2 kill a lot of the team, actually. This is the first matchup in history where Sneasel actually didn't do garbage, but I still don't like the mod. Next up, we have is Mamako, our ROTOM-HEAT. Now, this is potentially what I'm going to try and sweep with this week. We have Sub, Overheat, Thunder, and Nasty Plot. Figured I'd run Thunder because it does a lot more damage. We're not little bitches trying to run Thunderbolt. And also the fact that Owen is rain anyway, so it's only going to help. But yeah, I figured that Subplot was really good. This is basically our out to Stunfisk trying to Toxic me, because Stunfisk will try and be the switch into this as well. It's not a good switch in because of the fact that we sub on it, it can no longer Toxic us, and then it's taking 3 attacks to break our sub, which is huge. The special attack should help 2 KO or Oko, pretty much everything at +2. Speed is outpacing Modest Kingdra. I thought that was very important because Kingdra will probably try and run Modest. So yeah, I felt like this was a very good win con this week. Very good mon in general this matchup. Again, this is another mon I definitely overlooked because I figured that Rain would try and outpace and I would never pull it off. But it actually is really good, and I'm really glad that Illusion helped me find a set that works with it. We have leftovers as well to try and keep us more healthy. Normally you'd want to run Boots and ROTOM-HEAT, of course, but I think in this matchup, leftovers was just way too good. Especially for trying to outstall Stunfisk, so yeah. Finally, we have Reinhardt this week, our Cobalion, with Stealth Rock, Taunt, Volt Switch, and Sacred Sword. I have Sacred Sword on this mainly just in case of something like, for example, actually, it was really just for like bulk up Zarude so it couldn't bulk up on me. And at that point as well, I didn't drop my Fizz Def. I should always 2 KO Zarude guaranteed with Sacred Sword. That's what the attack investment's for. Even if it's like max HP Zarude, I should 2 KO guaranteed. Taunt is great to stop Bruni and Stunfisk from doing anything annoying, like Stunfisk cutting up rocks. Also, if I taunt the Stunfisk, I can then get a free switch into ROTOM-HEAT because it can't pressure me at all. If I go for taunt on Bruni, then I don't have to worry about it setting up a trick room, or I don't have to worry about it going for a cover, or any sort of setup, because the setup Bruni could be very dangerous against my team. So that's definitely helpful. Bolt Switch is great momentum, and then as I mentioned, Sacred Swords for Zarude. Also, Rocks is good to help pressure Kingdra and Pelipper a lot more, because they're definitely going to be switching it out a lot against my team. Also, Savali as well could potentially be. So Rocks are just helpful for that. That's our team this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy the match. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Hey guys, it's Liv here. We are bringing you guys today our BBR Week 4. We're taking on Ogilvina, coach of the Miami Mence. Seems like we always play him early seasons. I want to say in advance, I'm apologizing if I sound horrendous when I talk. It has been a rough day. And it's been a rough setting this up. I lost all my teams setting this up. My console nearly fucked up on me multiple times. It has not been fun. So I am so sorry if I sound awful doing this game. Versus my... Okay, so matchup obviously is we're taking on Ogle. Now we're both 1 and 2 teams because I'm taking over for Leo's team. Ogle's team is Savali, probably Dark or Fire is what I'm anticipating. Toxicroak, Kingdra, Pelipper, Deblade, and Stunfisk. So in terms of the leads, I'm 100% leading off a Sneasel. No lead really stops a Sneasel lead, in all honesty. The only thing that would be remotely bad is if Toxicroak leads, but even then I can still fake it out, so it's not a huge deal. Good luck, have fun to Ogle, but like I'm hoping I don't get 6-0'd, in all honesty. That's all I'm hoping for at this point. Okay, so we're leading off a Sneasel. Sneasel's been my lead in my mocks, and every time I lead Sneasel in a mock, it kind of just goes in. Ogle also does like no switch-ins. It's off of Milan. This is the Stunfisk. Okay, perfect. So I lead off with this. Alright. Stunfisk. Okay. So, even no Yaji or anything is only going to take half. So, I think I'm still inclined to click Icicle Crash, in all honesty. I don't want to go for a static or anything against this. The fact that I'm adamant means I'm going to like just get better rolls, to be honest. I just hope I don't reveal that I am adamant with any of these, because obviously that'll help for late game. No Zarude is a really interesting bring, but truth be told, I expected the other 5, and then Toxicroak or Zarude was what I was predicting as the last slot. So I guess it was like the most expected substitute for it if I had to pick one, but I thought Zarude did really good against my team personally, especially with a Scarf set for like Gengar. But I guess the Ogle's going for dual priority on Croak, being Vacuum Wave and Sucker Punch, which, I mean, more power to Owen, of course. He's going to the Pepper here as probably the Pelipper. Yep, okay. So Pelipper comes in here perfectly fine. Drizzle's going up, obviously, and we're going to go for Icicle Crash, which should do about half. So I'm glad that we can at least do a lot of damage with this. Yep, right under half. Okay, perfect. So I'm fairly certain that'll reveal that we're adamant. But it is what it is. Okay, so versus Fizz-Def Pelipper. Oh, yeah, no, that was like a max roll for adamant. Okay, great. So this is definitely like max Fizz-Def too. Okay. We're going to go for knockoff. Never mind, he's not even max Fizz-Def. Because that was knockoff's calc that I was looking at. So knockoff should kill at this point, guaranteed. Because we did way too much with Icicle Crash. Which is really good, though, because no matter what comes in now, no matter what, we're going to be doing a fuck ton of damage. Pelipper going down this early. Are you fucking kidding? So you must have gotten like a garbage roll with knockoff. Okay, well, great. So this thing has Roost guaranteed. I'm gonna go for Icicle Crash, in all honesty, because we did a really good damage roll before anyway. His only switch-in is Deblade to this. So we could just get some nice chip on this. Stop it from at least coming in later if we get up rocks. So I'll take that. As we see, we're doing a fair bit of damage. If we flinch it once, it's gone. Okay, so it's gonna go for U-turn anyway. That probably kills. Oh wow, that does like nothing. Okay. Well, no matter what comes in now, we've already stalled at 2 turns of rain. I'm perfectly content with this. If Kingdra comes in, I'm just 100% gonna go into 100% gonna go into Slowking here. Okay. So that is the Toxicroak comes in. Ooh, I forgot I had the Toxic Sprite. Okay. So Toxicroak comes in perfectly fine. In terms of my switch into this, I think I still go into Slowking, but I could also go let's see. So Vacuum Wave is the really obvious play here. I could go Gengar. Yeah, because I doubt that he clicks knockoff, but if he does, I mean, I'll take it, because in comparison to everything else, I think Gengar's by far the mono I need the least this week, especially because that is definitely a Savali Dark, because he didn't bring his Zarude. It's 100% a Savali Dark, so I'm fully content just going hard into Menma here. Nasty Plot. Okay, perfect. That was probably the most ideal thing that could have clicked. Toxicroak versus Gengar. Okay. So Shadow Ball shouldn't do shit. I'm just gonna clear Destiny Ball in all honesty. +2 Dark Pulse should probably kill us. Oh yeah, +2 Dark Pulse 100% kills us. So I'm just gonna debond here. And just take the trade because that's really nice for Sneasel as well. So I'll definitely take that. Even if this thing does click Nasty Plot again. Okay, so yeah, Dark Pulse, perfect. I'll take that 1-for-1. Bye-bye. Okay. Toxic Croak, 1-in-1. Alright. I think that was a worthwhile trade personally, because that's the priority option for Sneasel. So Sneasel now actually has a lot that it can do. Rain being gone as well means that Pelipper has to come back in if it wants to go for Rain. So I'm pretty fine to just go into let's see, so we know it's not Scarfed either. I could honestly just go into Momoko here, but I kind of don't want to. I don't want to go into it just yet. I think I'm much better off going into Reinhardt, actually. No, I'm going to go into Sneasel. I lose nothing going into Elf, so I'm just going to go into Elf. I kind of want to save Reinhardt in case if that is a Savali Dark. I would much rather take that and leave it until I need to, because I can maybe bluff it as a Scarf set or something. Aegon, that is the Savali. Okay, so it's Savali normal. Savali normal or Steel. Let me actually check that. Pokemon, or info, Savali. This is normal. Okay. So I'm 100% going to go for Fake Out here, because this did come in before I was able to do anything. If he goes hard to Blade, very well played, of course. Not sure why this is Savali normal. I thought that Dark would have been really good here, but I mean, I'll take it. Normal's just a worse option, I guess, against my team, to be, at least in my opinion. But I mean, I guess there's a use. Like, he could Scarf it for one. Okay, so we did a fair bit already with that. Savali. Let's check Calcs. I'm kind of curious how much Fake Out would have done. So this might very well just be like our low bulk set. Crash should still do half. Knockoff should still do around half as well. I'm just going to click Knockoff. If this is Scarf, we'll know at least, and that'll be good information for later on. Okay, so this is not Scarf, but we're still going to do a lot of damage, as we see. Oh, so it's Assault Vest. All right. Well, I think I'll take that trade. Okay. Okay. Alright, so Savali 1-0, and then Sneasel 0-1. Sneasel did a lot of work. I'll admit, I hate Sneasel with a passion. I think it's a garbage Pokemon, but it did a fair bit. Kingdra's pretty much dead. Savali's pretty much dead. Obviously, I mean, like, those alone I think are worth it, personally. Pelipper comes in now. Okay. So, I think from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into ROTOM-HEAT, and I think I'm just going to click Thunder. ROTOM-HEAT should outpace any Pelipper, right? Let me check real quick. I know ROTOM-HEAT. Let's see. Timid versus Rotom. I think we were at 140 speed? Yep, okay. So we're definitely going to outpace. Yeah, I'm just going to go into ROTOM-HEAT. No matter what, he has no Thunder Switching anymore besides Stunfisk, which Stunfisk gets subbed on, and then we set up on it. So, knowing this, I get a free Thunder here. Nothing really benefits, I guess, switching it on me. If Stunfisk does actually come in, that's fine. Anything else is going to be 2 KO'd, if not OHKO'd. So, we're just going to click Thunder. Alright, so Owen's going to withdraw. Please go into Stunfisk. He goes into Aegon. Okay, that's a Savali. Alright, well, I'll take the Savali going down, to be honest. That's good for later because we don't have to worry about Parting Shot. When Kingdra does come in, I can just go hard Slowking, and that's going to chew whatever it wants to go for. Okay. ROTOM-HEAT. Man, I can't believe I almost didn't bring this mon. Thank God Illusion talked me out of that. Shoutouts to Illusion, by the way. Illusion's an absolute goat. Helped me correct my team. I had a Kadabra on it earlier, and I was so sad. I was asking to get 6-0'd, to be honest. Oh, I forgot I had that really clean Kingdra sprite. Yeah, no, that's a sexy Kingdra sprite, I gotta admit. Really, really glad that I had that on here still. That's a sexy Kingdra sprite. Speaking of, I probably mentioned this in my team builder, but I didn't do sprites for anything besides Melmetal, because Melmetal is the only one I'm keeping. I'm dropping everything else. Kind of a shame. I really like Slowking, to be honest. I like ROTOM-HEAT a lot as well, but I just found better options that, well, I found better options for other types that maybe had to cheapen these. Was that a crit? Yeah, that was a crit. I was to say, that did way too much damage. Okay. So, I'm going to go for a Psychic here, because there is no switch into it. There's absolutely no switch into Psychic. Besides the blade, but that's not going to want to switch in hard, at least, I don't think. Okay, so this is Surf King as well. Savali is down, which is great. So he's going for Focus Energy. Okay. Really wishing I was Dragon Tail still, but it's whatever, because this probably isn't Swift Swim then. If it is, then I mean, I'll take that. This should still do half. Yep, just under half. Okay, perfect. Alright, so how many turns of rain are left? There should be like 1 turn of rain left, right? 1 turn of rain. Okay, yep. I'll take that. I think I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go hard into... How much would Kingdra do with a Draco versus Cobalion? Crit Draco. Crit Draco will not kill, actually. Okay, so I'm going to go hard Cobalion here. Shout out to that bulk investment from Cobalion, really putting in the work. Even if this is modest Kingdra, that shouldn't kill. So even if it is actually Swift Swim, a modest Specs Draco should not kill. Well, actually, no, it couldn't be Specs. Modest Draco shouldn't kill no matter what. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. This isn't even Specs. This shouldn't even do a lot. This should do like 65 max. Okay, wow. So that was a crit and a half. I don't know how it did that much damage. This had to be like Dragon or Draco Plate. Yeah, still, how did it do that much damage though? That shouldn't have been a roll. Okay, well, let's see. I'm gonna go for Stealth Rocks here, because unless a Pelipper comes in hard right now, we're fine. And even then, Slowking has to get up another Focus Energy anyway. So this stops any sort of revenge. So that's good, at least. Oh, fuck. Okay. So we know the full set now. Holy shit, I think we might be fucked. Okay, well, I probably should have attacked, but I stand by my play. I could not have let this thing revenge sweep me. Okay, fuck. Let's see. So, Slowking. Even on a crit. Okay. So this is Sniper Kingdra too. Great. Okay. Might unironically need to bank on that Quick Claw, but Psychic could maybe still get a good roll. I'm gonna bring in that first. Okay. We might unironically need to bank on the Quick Claw. Fuck. Well, at least Pelipper is guaranteed gone. Psychic could still kill anyway if we do get a really good damage roll. Okay. This could also just not crit. Okay, so it did crit. Alright, fuck. Alright, so we're gonna go for a Psychic. Please just kill. Please kill. Come on, Psychic, you got this. You got this. Fuck. Okay, so we're gonna need to bank on our Quick Claw. God damn it. Alright, well, I'll take that. Yeah, no, this is an L. This is 100% an L. Unless he misses a Draco here. Yeah, okay, so yeah, no, Surf is the rest. How much does Melmetal take from a crit Surf? Oh shit, Melmetal actually takes it. Okay. So, yeah, unless this is Splash Plate and I've been calcing wrong. But I think it's Draco Plate. Okay. Alright, well, on the bright side, I mean, if Melmetal does take this, if it isn't Splash Plate or anything, we should be fine. Okay. So I feel a little bit more relieved, because Rotom can win the game between Sunfisk and Blade. It can easily beat both of those. We just need to take the Surf. If we take the Surf, we win. Oh my god. Melmetal the GOAT. I'm so glad I didn't bench you. Okay, thank god. Funny thing is, too, our Quick Claw could still actually pop, and that would be hilarious. Okay, so Melmetal gets the kill there. Pelipper is guaranteed down to Cobalion gets a kill. If it does come in, that is. If the Blade comes in, we can possibly just go for Earth. I'm just gonna go for Earthquake on it, in all honesty. I just want to get the chip. Because any chip is good for Rotom. So just Stunfisk and Blade left. Rotom can muscle past those. Okay. Fuck, my anxiety is up so high right now. Holy shit. Okay, so when Deblade comes in, I have to overheat it. If Stunfisk comes in, I sub on it. 100%. Okay, so Deblade is in now. Alright. So, what we need here is our Quick Claw to pop. That is 100% what I need here. I need my Quick Claw to pop. If my Quick Claw pops, I should be good. But I just need that fucker to pop. The Blade goes for Sword Stance. Okay. Now, can we get a Quick Claw to pop? Or can we just get a crit Earthquake? That'd be great too. Okay. If we get a crit here, we should be fine. But this is definitely going for Sword. Probably just going to go for another Sword Stance. Sacred Sword. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Whew. Man, my anxiety is really up right now. Holy shit. Okay. So, Rotom-HEAT just needs to hit an overheat, and we win the game. There's literally the only set he could beat is Akaberry, and it shouldn't even take it. So overheat should kill this, then Stunfisk can be 1v1. Plus 2 Shadow Sneak cannot kill us. It should do half at best. Okay. Yep, just around half. Okay, perfect. Holy shit. Okay. Stunfisk. So if Stunfisk has Stone Edge, I think we lose. If it does not have Stone Edge or any rock move, we're fine. We just need it to not have a rock move. Okay. Man, my anxiety is really fucking up right now. Holy shit. This is a stressful game. And it has not helped with this fucking stressful day. Oh my god. Should not be playing this game. It's gonna kill me. Okay. As long as this click Toxic here, we should be fine. Yes! Okay, thank fuck. Okay. So, we can click Nasty Plot on this. Let's get ourselves back up a bit. So I'm gonna click Nasty Plot here. Okay. So this thing literally would need to have Stone Edge. And even then, Stone Edge from a Relax set should do 62 at most. We should be over 62 next turn. So we take 2. Discharge. Okay, so we should be fine. We take 2 of those, guaranteed. Even if this is offensive, we take 2 of them. It would need to be offensive crit. Okay. So I'm a lot more relieved now, I'll be honest. I'm gonna go for another Nasty Plot. At plus 2, we should be able to kill this. The only way we didn't kill it is if it's Spreff. Or, actually no, it could probably take 1. But still, we can kill it with 2 guaranteed. So, what I'll probably do is I'm gonna sub on this again. If this is a rock move, then that could honestly cost us our game. But I'm willing to take the chance. Because I feel like that he would have clicked that already and just tried to break our sub before letting us get to plus 2. So I think going for that is worth it personally. I also fish for a miss anyway, so I'm gonna click the sub. I think I have no reason not to. Whew. I can feel my heart beating. Oh my god. I don't know how people play this game. Okay, discharge goes off as it would literally need to be like modest max special attack and crit us to have any chance at breaking our sub there. So 2 overheats should win us the game. We just need to hit. We need to hit 2 overheats. And Rotom should win the game. So I'm going to click overheat. And I better fucking hit. If I do not hit my attack, I'm going to scream. Okay. Oh, we kill anyway. Okay, thank fuck. Whew. We crit. Okay. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but realistically, I mean, Owen wasn't beating this 1v1 anyway unless we missed. Alright. And then Pelipper's 0-1 because Cavalion gets the rock skill. Okay. Whew. Alright, I am so much more relieved now. Oh my god, that Kingdra nearly killed me. I swear to fuck. Okay. Well, very phenomenal game to Owen. He nearly sent me to the fucking hospital. Very, very good player. You should make sure to check him out. If you guys enjoy, leave a like down below. I'll be honest, I have no idea who we play next week. I should check that. Let me check that. Okay. So, looking at our team, so week 5, we take on the Las Vegas Sinners. That's coached by JB Westside. So JB is a very fun team. Luckily, by then, we'll have our free agents. So barring Gorgeist, Tarakian kind of shits on him. So we'll take that. I'm really looking forward to using the team from here on out. As I said, only Mel Medals being kept. Draft analysis will have been done with the free agents, so you guys should already know what the team should be going into the rest of the season. We'll see you guys in the next game. Hopefully I don't nearly pass out. Anything less stressful than this would be preferred. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.